4.22%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate subject to change. Pay 0.88% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. That's why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
Try ZipRecruiter now for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Yearning for open beaches along part of the Gulf Coast.
Most everyone along the Mississippi Gulf Coast is wondering when beaches will reopen. Local Economic Development Director Milton Segura.
We don't want to speculate about that, and we're going to wait for the official organizations to let us know when it's appropriate to start saying that the beaches are open.
The Mississippi beaches have been closed most of the summer because of a blue-green algae. Experts think it's because of fresh water flowing into the Gulf from a spillway opened along the rain-swollen Mississippi River. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
A special honor for the late science fiction writer Ray Bradbury, author of popular works including Fahrenheit 451 and The Martian Chronicles. For his birthday this week, a statue was dedicated in his honor outside the Waukegan Public Library just north of Chicago. It shows Bradbury riding a rocket ship while holding a book. The author says the work tells the story of a man beaming with unbridled imagination, curiosity, and surprise. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
The co-chairman of J.P. Morgan warned that a deep correction, like 40%, could hit the stock market at any time. Don't lose 40%. Diversify. Now you can add gold or silver to your IRA or 401k rollover accounts. The stock market has been shaky with the trade negotiations. Don't risk your investments. Listen to the warnings and diversify before you lose 40%. Protect your portfolio with solid, intangible investments, gold and silver. Call 800-844-0477, and all qualified investors get a free 2020 Trump Freedom Coin and a 10-ounce silver bar with your account. Bar when you open a qualified account, or go to noblegoldinvestments.com. Individual results may vary. Invest wisely. Open your qualified account today to get your free 2020 Trump Freedom Coin and a 10-ounce silver bar. Don't wait for a 40% deep correction. Call 800-844-0477. That's 800-844-0477.
The following program is a paid presentation. The views and/or opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the staff and management of KWAM.
Yeah. AM 990. What's the deal? We keep it real. We unleash, y'all know what it is. We unleash, you gon' get all the biz. We unleash, we gon' show off your skills for real. So tune in for advice and news every Saturday night if you like the truth. We stand up for your rights and rules. Saturdays at 5, we'll fight for you. Skitty and GQ for LGBTQ. We keep it simple, but keep it equal. Skitty and GQ for LGBTQ. We keep it simple, but keep it equal. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Ow! This is the S to the K to the double E to the T to the E to the R. I'm sitting there with the G to the Q, and it's a rainy little day. And Jaquel's over there on Twitter, and Ford is back from the beach in her one-piece onesie. And we're in the house today. Oh, you had a two-piece.
Two-piece.
Excuse me.
Two-piece and a biscuit.
Excuse me. I know you was all on social media showing your goods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. Hot shower for you. And we're in the house today, and we're fired up. Hello, somebody.
Yeah. What's going on, Memphis, Tennessee? Surrounding areas, radio land, social media land. Those of you driving in your car listening to us on KWAM 990, it's Saturday. It's 5 o'clock, and you know what time it is. It's the Unleashed Voice radio show, broadcasting live on KWAM 990, FM 107.9, baby. We in here. So, David, do you have a rant?
I'm not talking about Donald Trump today.
Oh, really? They just offered for you to purchase a silver coin with his picture on it.
I better not purchase anything with his picture on it. But what is the big crave about these Popeye chicken sandwiches? I mean, what is the deal? I I mean, well, my people told me that they have been out for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they say we're out like in the wintertime. And I'm trying to figure out what happened. I mean, it was...
I'm going to tell you what happened.
What happened?
Some brilliant marketing.
They did an awesome job.
Some brilliant marketing. Got that chicken sandwich rolling.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they got memes going. They got everything going with that Popeye chicken sandwich.
Yes, they had before and after. Popeye chicken and Chick-fil-A. They had a meme of Bishop T.D. Jakes before he got into money. Him and, what's his wife's name? Gosh, I forgot her name.
I don't know.
I forgot her name. But they had a picture of him and his wife. They had Popeye chicken, and they had the new picture of them. They called him Chick-fil-A.
Rich and poor.
Oh, my goodness.
But, I mean, people were putting up pictures in the drive-thru.
Yes.
Just long lines, 2 hours, and driving 3 and 4, like, different cities and locations trying to get the Popeye's chicken sandwich. I'm going to have to go down to Popeye's and try that chicken sandwich out. They said they can't keep them. They sell out.
Then they had a meme that Chick-fil-A put on their sign, "We don't run out of chicken sandwiches." And the line was wrapped around the building. So I don't understand what's the fuss about.
Well, I don't go to Chick-fil-A.
Well, somebody just bring me a chicken sandwich from Popeyes and just please tell me about it. But I don't want to fuss about it. I want to save our time for our caller, and I want to talk with our caller. We have a great show, but I don't want to fuss about Donald Trump and the G7 summit that's going. What's the G7 or G52? What is it? G52? Yeah.
I hadn't watched TV in 2 days.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know what's going on. I'm out the loop. I don't know what's going on. Somebody got to call me and tell me what's going on because I've been busy. I have homework.
I don't want to talk about it. But what time my caller called in, I want to jump right into our show.
Okay, so we're waiting on Tammy, our good friend from Mississippi, Mary, Catherine, and her wife, Olivia. They're going to call in. Let me hit her up real quick. Tell her we ready.
But also, remember, if you would like to volunteer and canvas with Team Clemons, we've been canvassing. I worked the brakes off my people today, and we've been phone banking. Give us a call or hit me up on social media or send me an email at contact@daveandclemons.com. We're doing great things. We're about to win this thing, and we need help canvassing and phone banking for our candidacy for Memphis City Council District 6. And also, if you're free on September the 7th, IBEW, they're hosting a community engagement picnic. They have endorsed my great campaign along with several other people. And the picnic is Saturday, September the 7th from 1 p.m. to 4:30. It's going to be at 4000 Clearpool Circle. So come out and get something to eat and hear from the candidates. But we'll talk more about this later. I'm on this great ballot. But we have our callers. They have called in. So caller.
This is should be Mary Catherine.
You're live on the livest show on KWAM 990 Talk Radio.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So, hold up. Facebook people, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me because we're about to have this great conversation. I don't want any distraction. So we have the people, the young ladies on the phone from Southaven, Mississippi.
So make sure they can up there.
Can y'all hear me? Wave at me.
Because I'm not on social media because I want
Let me know.
y'all to hear our caller.
They said they can hear us. Let's do it. Let's go.
We're on David's page.
If you want to see us live, we're on Facebook Live on TUV Magazine. We're also on Facebook Live under Davin, Davin, Clemons, and we're on live on Gwen's page. But let's go. You have the microphone.
Let's go. So, is this Mary Catherine?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm pretty good. How are you guys?
I'm good. Listen, we just want to conduct like a brief interview with you. And I know you said Olivia wasn't feeling well, and that's fine. And we just hope she feel better. And we want to just talk about like the recent incident surrounding the letter you received from your church, your former church in Southaven, Mississippi, that kind of told you that they were revoking your membership because you got married to your lovely wife, and just kind of basically wanted to condemn you with biblical scripture. And
right.
So I think when you put the letter up, it kind of went viral, and we're on a part of a Facebook group, and people were just chiming in, and you know me, it just had my blood boiling. So I jumped in your inbox and just extended some encouraging words and some information, and offered to send you some information about those scriptures and things like that, which I hope was helpful. But we just want you to tell us, how you feeling and how you all are doing and what has happened since you got that letter.
Well, we're actually doing pretty great. Actually, since you sent me the information through email on the scriptures in the Bible that, the English translation speaks about homosexuality, basically, what you sent me on that and how you're supposed to look at the big picture and not really the specifics of he said, she said. It's like, what is God trying to tell you, over this passage on how you're supposed to live your life? And, that made complete sense to me. It kind of put everything into perspective for me, as well as for Olivia. And, I forwarded that to 20 people, and they were like, oh my gosh, thank you for sending this to me. So it's really great that the church you're with was able to have that information. As far as receiving the letter, basically, excuse me, basically that morning I got it. Olivia was at work. I was at home. I was about to do some yard work, and I get a knock on the door. And I wasn't even supposed to be expecting anybody. It was 8:30 in the morning, and it was the mailman. And I was like, all right. So I got the mail. I was like, I didn't order a package. But she was like, well, you have to sign for both of these letters. And I was like, okay, sure. So signed for them. I read it, and I was like, immediately, oh, crap. Here we go again. So it was 2 certified letters from Gracewood basically saying, the marriage to Olivia was unbiblical, and we got married on Father's Day. Yeah, that's true. However, that was our 1 year anniversary of being together. So when we got engaged last November, that's the day we chose. We didn't even know it was Father's Day. It just kind of happened to fall on Father's Day, in which, I'm not currently speaking to my parents at the moment, just kind of letting everything die down, and letting there be some space between us, because I know that their church just got attacked, and my intention our intention was not for Graceville to be attacked, but for people to know, what was going on, and that, hey, there's churches out there that will let you and your same-sex partner or heterosexual partner go and worship. Because,
So when you say that church got attacked, what you mean?
Oh, just people calling them, messaging them, mailing them. I don't know if there was a rally or not. I'm not sure. But I'm like, come on, people. But, it's been something else. We had somebody from Washington, D.C. message us, and they wanted to put our story in the archives. And I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Because, this is one of the main topics of today's society. And it's, it's not only what is the word I'm looking for? It's sad that there's a lot of people, mostly young teens, that are committing suicide over stuff like this.
It is.
And then you have a church that wants to say, hey, you can't go here unless you love somebody that your heart doesn't want to love,
Mm-hmm.
So, and in the beginning of the whole deal, back in April 1st of 2018 was when we first met. And actually before that, we both went to high school at different times, but at the same high school. And we didn't even know it, but we went on the same Indianapolis trip because our band had marched in the Indianapolis 500. And I was the drum captain at the time. And then she also went, I was a senior, and she was coming in as a freshman. So, from afar, she kind of saw me, and she was kind of like, oh, she's pretty. But, neither one of us were at that stage where we were just like, oh, well, we're just going to date a girl,
Right.
We were kind of like, okay, whatever. Because in my head, I thought, well, there's a lot of differing opinions about being a Christian and loving someone of the same sex. And that's totally understandable, especially the way that I was brought up. Just really conservative, Republican, and now I'm kind of more on the independent side. You know, especially being an ex-cop, I really see things. I see the world differently, you know. But on top of that, just like I said before, the stuff that you sent me was completely like it was like an affirming, like, hey, okay, Jesus is not okay with this. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I understand what you're saying.
So let me ask you this: did they not
introduce yourself?
Well, my name is David. I introduced myself.
Not to our caller.
Oh my goodness, God!
That's my rude son.
I got it. It's all good. What's up?
So, did they know you all before you were married?
You're asking Gracewood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Church.
Did the church know you?
They did. So before, we actually, let's see. I was her Sunday school teacher, but I was just volunteering. I was just, you know, they didn't have a college department, so I was like, okay, I can just, you know, rally the troops and we'll go kayaking. And I did some camp outs with them, you know, and plan the Bible studies, you know, just strictly from the Bible. I don't.
So did they know you were same gender loving when you was teaching Bible study?
No, they didn't actually, because it kind of. It didn't happen overnight. It was more of like just gradual thing. I had to think about like, okay, am I gonna? I don't know. I'm trying to think of the best way to put it because I knew in my mind I was like, all right, everything is about to completely change, do a 180. If I tell everybody that this is the person I love, and it did.
So you were just really trying to gauge the whole situation, like think it all through because you kind of foresaw what was going to happen. And was there any type of like homophobic rhetoric that the church spoke on before you decided to let them know?
Well, I know, well, it's not really homophobic. I mean, they teach normal Southern Baptist doctrine is more like, you know, it's a sin to be gay, but you should still love them as Christ loved us. So, but they're strictly against it. And actually, one of my roommates, they went to the VBS because his little brother goes there, and you know, so he was going up there to say hey to him, and he walked in, and one of the first topics on a vacation Bible school was how homosexuality was wrong. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Just like, despite like everything that has happened, they just want to enforce on those kids. It's like, hey, you shouldn't do this.
Well, hold on. Wow. We have to take a break. We're going to pay a bill or two. Stay on hold, and we'll come back and continue our conversation. This is Live Show on KWAM 990 Talk Radio, the new 107.9. This is this new Missy Elliott thing. This Miss... Bump that thing. Bump that thing, man. We'll be right back after this pause for the calls. It's the boring song. Oh.
You don't care how I be feeling inside. You gon' make me tell you kiss my ass goodbye. Why the hell I still love you? Why the hell I still love you, baby? I feel like I can't trust you, and I feel I can't trust you, no. Cheating on me, why must you? 'Cause you do me wrong.
Choices is a nonprofit sexual health clinic in Midtown Memphis. We accept TennCare and offer patient assistance to help pay for needed services. Choices is proud to provide comprehensive reproductive health services in an LGBTQ affirming environment. We offer a wide range of services such as general wellness, fertility assistance, STI testing and treatment, reproductive health services for people living with HIV including PrEP and PEP, birth control, Gardasil vaccinations, abortion services, miscarriage management, and services for trans and gender nonconforming people, including hormone replacement therapy. Everybody needs choices.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
In Memphis condoms are free from Planned Parenthood and their friends all over town.
Nothing sexier than free. So check out freecondomsmemphis.org and get some.
Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex.
Want to talk about sex? Talk about condoms at freecondomsmemphis.org. Get some before you get some. freecondomsmemphis.org.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Cause of death among African Americans between the ages of 25 and 34. Even more surprising is the fact that this disease has become the leading cause of death for African American women between the ages of 25 and 34. The spread of HIV/AIDS is the single greatest health crisis currently confronting African Americans.
Join the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated each Sunday at 12:30 p.m. for our Spirit-Filled Worship Service and each Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. for our Bible study. You do not want to miss these power-packed services. We are a church for all people, and we welcome you as we transform the Memphis culture. The church is located inside Bunn Presbyterian Church at 561 South Prescott Street, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Dr. Darnell Goose Jr., Senior Pastor of the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated, and I hope to see you there.
This is the city. This is their story. Some names have been changed, and so many lives have been changed too. They're going to give you the facts, just the facts. Some call this a city of crime. When they're done, it's going to be the city that cares a lot. This is the city, Memphis, Tennessee, where fearless, inspired, unfired, hungry rabble of revolutionaries has transformed hearts and minds. Not with weapons, but with their own brand of compassion, integrity, and hard work. All they're asking is for you to join their movement. It's easy to join with a donation of $20, $50, or $100. And it's all for the nonprofit organization Relationships Unleashed. With this donation, you will help enhance the 3 core principles of education, empowerment, and enrichment to the LGBTQ community and its allies. Go to www.relationshipunleashed.com on the World Wide Web, relationshipunleashed.com. All donations are tax deductible. Come on, join the movement. By the way, I don't need a badge or a gun. I carry a microphone, bub.
Muscles like Superman trainer. Real rare like Super Saiyan Mega. I jump, stomp on Lucifer's sage. Now I got a few rings on Jupiter's skating. I meant to say.
And we're back. This is the live show on KWAM 990 Talk Radio, the new 107.9, where we educate, empower, enrich the community.
And before we took our break, we were having a phone interview with a young lady from Southaven, Mississippi, Mary Catherine, that was told she had to leave her church because she married her wife. And so we were just talking to them and just checking in and making sure that they're okay. So, Mary, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Okay,
great. We're back. And thanks for holding on and hanging with us while we run that commercial. So,
yeah, no problem.
So, you've said like a lot of interesting things, and I think that, most importantly is that you all understand that you can be same gender loving and you can be married under the covenant of God, and you can still maintain your Christian and Christianity and be a part of Christianity and observe Christianity, and that the prejudices that we see and that the scriptures that's used just singularly to LGBT people is a argument, and it's a failure, of the church. And the church is not unique, without its own sins, and right. A lot of people sit in there and they sit in there under willful ignorance. That's my new word now, willful ignorance. And one of the things that I know to be true is that you can't just take one of God's word or the inspired word of God and just make that law. And that's what the church has done against the LGBTQ community, because for anything else that's from those old texts and ancient scriptures that was part of those cultures and was forbidden, nobody speaks out about them. Quite frankly, they're part of everyday life now. People go around and do these things and don't even give a second thought because they know better. But for some reason, we just can't seem to get past sexuality. And that's because a lot of people haven't dealt with their own sexual deviance. And anything that fear people, that they fear, right? And that they don't understand, they want to condemn. And it's just will for ignorance. That's all. That's all. Yeah. That's all it is. And, you know, we just want to make sure that you and your wife are okay. And that you know that you have a lot of people that support you, not only just the gay community, but you have allies, people that are heterosexual that understand that discrimination in any form, that is not right. And we reject it, whether it's against ageism, sexism, transphobia, homophobia, poor, white, we reject it. Jews, the Hispanic community, we reject it because all of that is in the same pot.
Right.
You know, any anti-populist belief, it's not new. The Europeans did it to the Africans. The Germans did it to the Jews. The North and the South fought over it in the Civil Rights War. The Civil Rights movement was birthed out of it. And now we have churches still doing it to LGBT folks. So this is nothing new. Nothing new. And they use this as a vehicle to justify their discrimination. That's all it is. That's all it is. Yeah. It's inherent. It's in them. And they use God to play judge and ruler. So, baby, you all did good by walking away.
I appreciate
and
that.
I told you that when we talked on the phone. Good for you.
Well, I appreciate that.
You know, because I don't want to be a part of a religious establishment that ostracizes anybody. It's supposed to be a place for the sick and the whosoever's, and that we all can come in and receive and learn about the goodness. One of the principles of God, the greatest commandment of God, that when they tried to trick Jesus, he said it was love. That's the greatest commandment, is love. Love your neighbor and love your brother as you love yourself in God. That's what Jesus said. Yeah. Nothing else. Yeah. So listen, is there anything you want to say before we move on?
Oh, I just wanted to thank everyone for like the constant love and support, because I mean, for a while there, I mean, you probably saw the news article or whatever, but for a while, for a few months, I was really depressed. Actually, just, you know, I mean, September 30th of last year, my mom, you know, she was just kind of like, well, you can't stay here. And then in the same day, my church was like, you can't go here. And I was like, well, crap. Okay. So Olivia's family kind of took me in, and, you know, it wasn't like, you know, just living together. It's like, no, I didn't really have anywhere else to go, you know. But, you know, I still worked and was, you know, very respectful of her and her family during that time, and I still am. I mean, her mom she's like, I call her my mom number 2 because she's awesome, just really supportive, really, like, calls us, like, every day, like, hey, you guys doing, you know, and, I mean, we're really blessed to be where we're at. And one big thing that I did want to say was, you know, my dad, he is the head deacon of that church, which is probably one of the reasons that the letter was sent when it was. But he told me that God's not going to bless my life. And I'm like, oh, really? Because I got a cool-looking Jeep in my driveway. I have a house of my own now, a job, a wife, 3 cats, and a dog, all which I have acquired since we started dating.
So I'll tell you one thing that I learned from a good friend of mine, Dr. Daniel Black. And he teaches everything, a little bit of everything, but just from a cultural perspective. And he helped me help somebody that was kind of dealing with what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And he talked about what parents do. Not all parents, but some parents use their position to try and control you. They withhold their love. They withhold their approval because they know that means a lot to you. And they do it intentionally to try to get you to conform and to live the way that they want you to live.
Right.
But what I say, and I definitely don't want you to be disrespectful to your parents, but when you become an adult, you don't have to ask anybody permission to live your life.
Right, and I had to learn that.
It's not necessary anymore. You don't have to ask for permission. I'm sorry. And sometimes blood relationships do have to come to an end, especially if it's toxic. Maybe when they come around and the relationship will come full circle, but at all costs, you have to maintain your sanity and your peace, not for the sake of the relationship, but for the sake of your own self, until you're strong enough to stand up to it. It's okay. What you're doing is not wrong. It's okay. You can love them from afar. It doesn't diminish that you're his child. I mean, if he don't want to acknowledge you, that's fine. But don't let that become a thorn in your heart and in your mind that you can't go on and live a great life, because you get the do-over. Right. You know, y'all might want to adopt. You might have kids, and then you get to be that parent that you didn't have.
Right.
All I'm going to say to you before we go is live. You and Olivia live. Be happy and live.
That's for sure.
Okay. You got anything you want to say?
Well,
I'm talking to David.
Not really. Oh, go ahead.
Well, this is my thing also. People have to realize that in this body that we're in, when you are quote unquote different from the normal, you have to be a stronger creature.
Exactly.
Because people who are quote unquote normal, they like to throw around their privilege.
They not normal.
And normal is not a real word anyway, but I'm gonna let them have that word. But people who are normal, they throw around their privilege, and they use their privilege, like she was talking about, their love, to their advantage. So people who are abnormal or identify, as we're talking about now, as LGBT, you have to be stronger than those people, and you have to develop a I'm going to make it regardless attitude, and a kiss my tail attitude, and because I'm at a point now in my life, I used to let that stuff bother me. It doesn't even bother me now. When people rise up and show themselves who they really are, or show me who they really are, it gives me motivation to prove them wrong. So when they say God's not going to bless you, it gives me motivation to show them that God is going to bless me.
And that's what I did too, man.
Yeah.
When my dad said that, I was like, all right, you watch me.
Absolutely. The best revenge is success. And so we invite you all to a church, our church, where we accept everybody. We have black, white, straight, gay, young, old. We have everybody at our church. And God is not about all that other stuff people talking about, because if they ban you all from church, and I will let them have this piece, because it's not a sin to be LGBT, but I'll let them have that for now. If they're going to say they ban you for being LGBT, let's go through the church and find out everyone else sin, and let's ban them.
They won't have a church.
And no one will be in the church. So my thing is this, just let's be real. And we have people out here who are suffering. Our country is in a race war. We have diseases spreading rampantly. Food is deteriorating in our country. We have climate issues, local
burning
issues.
Up the Amazon.
Over in Hong Kong, they're out protesting. It's crazy, and we have better things to deal with than to get in people's business and ban people from churches because they choose to love someone. That's it. So hey. But I'm at a point where that doesn't bother me no more. I patronize, and I deal with people who appreciate and who accept me, and I don't deal with the other people who do not. That's where I am in my life right now.
And hey, you got my number, you got my email, you got my Facebook, and anytime y'all need us, reach out. If I don't respond right then, I'm either at work, but I promise you I will get back with you. And I thank you for not allowing that, to make you want to give up or make a crazy decision, because nobody could have known what you was going through that day to get some, I'm finna cuss, letter in the mail like that. And, it was a young man that committed suicide last week because he was being teased because he was dating a trans woman. And they had the video up where they were just calling him names. And he was like 21, 22, little young guy. And he went home and he took a lot of pills and he killed himself.
Wow. That's so bad.
He killed himself because of the name calling and all the ridicule and how they, the insidious words they said to him. And, he couldn't deal with it. And people don't understand. Right.
Yeah, people just don't realize it's like, I tried, dating men, and
me too, girl.
I never felt normal. I was like, what's going on? Because I was always stronger than them.
Me too, child. Boom, honey. Y'all can keep that.
Right? I was like, all right, look, I'm too dominant for this.
Yeah, you go give me a beer.
Oh, we're going to be good friends. Oh, man. But yeah, actually, I was going to say, me and Olivia, we're thinking about coming and checking out y'all's church this coming Sunday. But I do know we do have our own church home, but we were interested to, come visit, say hey, see what y'all's preaching style is like.
Well, listen, let me tell you, honey, if you haven't been to a Southern Black Baptist church? Well, we're not Baptist, but we everything. We're hodgepodge, Pentecostal, Catholic, Baptist, what else? Right. Church of God in Christ. We got everything in there. We blow whistles, tambourines. We run track.
Dang,
we do flips.
Hey, look, bring your sleeping bag because you're going to be in church 5 hours.
Oh, God.
No, you won't.
Bring your sleeping bag. You ain't getting out early, so.
But actually, our church started at 12:30. And so if you want to make your own church, your home church, and then come, we'll be there.
Okay.
Cool. And I'll probably either be in the pulpit or sitting up front. So you can just look for me or ask one of the ushers when you come in.
Okay, cool. Well, I will definitely look forward to meeting you in person. And you said it's your son on the air with you?
Yeah, child. I found him.
All right.
I found him. I found him, and I took him in.
Aw, that's what's up.
I don't even know her. But thank you. And if you need us, you feel free to call us back and whatever we can do to help out. But please develop that attitude
Will do.
Of You Can Kiss My Grits. What was that show?
Males. That was what was her name? Flo.
Yeah, Flo. She told Mel, you can kiss my grits.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a great day and take care. Thanks for calling in.
Y'all too. No problem.
We'll talk soon.
See you later.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Right.
We have to take our last break.
Missy in this bitch doing shit you ain't never seen. Missy in this bitch doing shit you ain't never seen. Get it, 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 get it.
Join the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated each Sunday at 12:30 p.m. for our Spirit-filled worship service and each Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. for our Bible study. You do not want to miss these power-packed services. We are a church for all people, and we welcome you as we transform the Memphis culture. The church is located inside Bunn Presbyterian Church at 561 South Prescott Street, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Dr. Darnell Goose Jr., Senior Pastor of the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated, and I hope to see you there.
Go get tested for HIV/AIDS because HIV/AIDS has become the third leading cause of death among African Americans between the ages of 25 and 34. Even more surprising is the fact that this disease has become the leading cause of death for African American women between the ages of 25 and 34. The spread of HIV/AIDS is the single greatest health crisis currently confronting African Americans.
This is the city. This is their story. Some names have been changed, and so many lives have been changed too. They're going to give you the facts, just the facts. Some call this a city of crime. When they're done, it's going to be the city that cares a lot. This is the city, Memphis, Tennessee, where fearless, inspired, on-fired, hungry rabble of revolutionaries has transformed hearts and minds. Not with weapons, but with their own brand of compassion, integrity, and hard work. All they're asking is for you to join their movement. It's easy to join with a donation of $20, $50, or $100. And It's all for the nonprofit organization Relationships Unleashed. With this donation, you will help enhance the 3 core principles of education, empowerment, and enrichment to the LGBTQ community and its allies. Go to www.relationshipunleashed.com on the World Wide Web, relationshipunleashed.com. All donations are tax deductible. Come on, join the movement. By the way, I don't need a badge or a gun. I carry a microphone, bub.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
In Memphis, condoms are free from Planned Parenthood and their friends all over town.
Nothing sexier than free. So check out freecondomsmemphis.org and get some.
Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex.
Want to talk about sex? Talk about condoms at freecondomsmemphis.org. Get some before you get some. freecondomsmemphis.org.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Choices is a nonprofit sexual health clinic in Midtown Memphis. We accept 10 care and offer patient assistance to help pay for needed services. Choices is proud to provide comprehensive reproductive health services in an LGBTQ affirming environment. We offer a wide range of services such as general wellness, fertility assistance, STI testing and treatment, reproductive health services for people living with HIV including PrEP and PEP, birth control, Gardasil vaccinations, abortion services, miscarriage management, and services for trans and gender nonconforming people, including hormone replacement therapy. Everybody needs choices.
Shooters with me, 100 troops. Got 100 bands going ham. We don't give a damn. It go up and down, round and round like a ceiling fan. Round like a ceiling fan. Round like a.
That's that new Missy Elliott, man. Download that Missy, man. This is the live show on KWAM 990 Talk Radio. We educate, empower, and enrich the community. And we're back. We just finished a call with our couple from Southaven, Mississippi, who was banned from a church because they were married to each other. If you have anything to say regarding that, you can give us a call at 901-260-5926. The number here in the studio is 901-260-5926 if you want to get in that conversation.
Why don't you sit down and stop moving?
I'm tired of sitting down.
Jesus. So, Davian.
Yeah.
How is the campaign going?
Campaign's going fine. We had a couple of meetings this week, and I was quoted in the radio, not the radio, in the newspaper with the Daily Memphian. They did a story on Westwood CDC that they're forming, and they quoted myself and my unnamed opponent in the paper. And
what they quote you saying?
I said in the paper that the needs of the people, they should give us, the businesses should do a survey before they come into areas and do a need assessment before they bring businesses in neighborhoods, because normally the businesses just come in neighborhoods for the business reasons and the community may not need them. So survey the community, find out what the community needs, then the businesses can come inside the community. And I said that. Then my unnamed opponent, we need more community policing in the neighborhood. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just talking because you're not a police. You don't know the three dynamics that goes with community policing. You don't know you have never ridden in a police car one day, so you don't know anything about community policing.
How you know he ain't never been in the back of the police car?
Whatever. And until police benefits are restored, you cannot start talking about policing, community policing. We don't have enough police to spread around for that. And so you have to do those other things in order to get the community policing in place. And so that's a whole nother subject. So I hate people who speak on subjects who are not experts, who don't know what they're talking about. And so, but the good thing about it, we're gaining a lot of momentum. We're out here meeting people, shaking hands, talking to people, and the people are excited about the new ideas, the people who are running. They're tired of the old. So I'm feeling very, very good. The campaign is out. We have 8 endorsements. I have an interview Tuesday for another endorsement to make it 9. And it's looking very good. We have a fundraiser coming up. Mayor Lee Harris is going to be on the host committee of this fundraiser. I think it's going to be on September the 14th or 15th. It's going to be on one of those days. The 15th. It's the weekend of early voting. We're going to have a fundraiser over in the South Bluffs with our great neighbors in District 6. And so the campaign is moving. IBEW, they have their official ballot out. I'm on here for District 6. So if anybody wants a ballot from IBEW Local 1288, I'm on this ballot. I'm on the ballot for the Labor Council, the official ballot. I'm on the ballot for the Memphis Police Association. I'm on the ballot for one more person, the fire department ballot. So that's 4 ballots. And
engineer.
I'll be in Barbara Cooper's Guide to Voting. I'll be in that and some more ballots I'll be on. But, hey, look, we're not afraid of Edmund Ford Sr., we're not afraid of the other people running, the political barbies, and we're not afraid of none of those people. At the end of the day, Team Clemons running with the people. We have an agenda we set. We have a mission we're going. Team Clemons is not a sellout. I'm a sellout to the police because I am a police. So if you want to call me a sellout to the police department, I'm a sellout. Because I'm a police. And then
union man.
And then I'm a sellout to this. I'm a sellout because I got something to sell. You don't have nothing to sell. So of course you can't be bought if you don't have nothing to sell. Hello, somebody. So apparently the 8 people who have endorsed me see something I can sell. So I'm a sellout. But you don't have nothing to sell, so they won't buy you. So the next time we get in the public forum and I have one of my opponents try to hit my mom upside the head with one of them little weak quotes, let me tell you something. You can't walk a day in my shoes because you don't have the intellect to talk, to debate, to do anything to me. And I'm not even going to acknowledge you because you're not that important to me. The only person I'm acknowledging is the incumbent who had the seat before, who's coming out of retirement. I'm not even wasting my time. But anyways, Team Clemons, we running with the people, District 6. Website, daveandclemons.com. Check us out. We need some people to volunteer the phone bank, canvass the area, holler at us, and we're going to win this thing.
So what I saw is that there's a great need in District 6.
Yes.
It's a diverse area, and everybody want their area to be important, and everybody's area is important. And so for the events that's being planned, you all kind of need to maybe have an event calendar or something up because the candidate can't be everywhere at the same time. And it's not picking a location to go to. You just can't happen. So I don't think that should be a reflection of their commitment or non-commitment to not be concerned with your area and your district and your, whatever it is that you want to talk to them about.
Well, I grew up in South Memphis, so that was home to me. I grew up in that district, in that area. I just had 3 events, and I like you said, I couldn't make everywhere, but I have blood, sweat, and tears over there. Probably got some teeth that got knocked out over there, still in the ground, but I grew up over there. So for people to come in my territory to talk about my area where I grew up, you can't even talk about that because you're not even from this city. I'm from this city, been here all my life, born, bred, raised up, worked here, taxpayer. So that's me. I am District 6. But nevertheless, we're running a great campaign. I'm looking forward to it. The days are winding down. So if you have not registered to vote, you have about, I think, 4 days to register. I think it's like 4 or 5 days to register. And you can go to Shelby County Election Commission on your phone or in person. You can register on your phone to vote. I put the link up. You can register. It's very easy. Early voting starts September 13th. We're going to need poll workers. We're recruiting right now. We got a couple of poll workers. We're going to need poll workers work the poll. So if you want to volunteer work the poll, no comment. If you want to volunteer work the poll, let us know. We're paying our poll workers also. So, matter of fact, I need some of my friends with businesses and who have food. Give me a holler. I need you to do an in-kind donation to the campaign. Help feed our poll workers. I got a couple of friends. I'm going to hit them up. So if you want to donate some food, do an in-kind donation to the campaign, help feed our poll workers, give me a holler on my social media or give me an email at contact@daveandclemons.com. And
it might be somebody listening today.
Well, if you're listening and you want to help out the campaign, you don't want to donate any monies, but we need food to help our poll workers. We're going to need food.
We're going to need water.
Yeah, everything. So I need people to donate. Just donate September the 13th to the 28th, and then on election day, we're going to need help with that because we have to man all those polls. So I'm thinking we probably have to man about 15 polls. We're not going to send anybody out to Millington for early voting. Man that poll. I don't think we're going to get many people in Millington.
militant in your district?
Well, it's an early voting poll. So,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, but we're going to need help. So hit us up, let me know, and then we can go from there.
Okay, great. Sounds great. Interesting. Interesting thing. And you know, so I fill in for Davian from time to time. And, you know, these debate, you know, I ain't running for no office. So, you know, I don't want to pop nobody in the ass. So I don't think you.
Well, I'm letting you know, y'all don't know me.
They don't know me.
I got a cussing spirit, but I've been saved and delivered and set free. I don't cuss no more.
I got a fight spirit.
So I like to debate, and it's all good. Come with the facts. Don't come with no baloney. Come with the facts, and we can debate all day long. But my name is David Clemons. I'm running with the people. Website, davidclemons.com. We're looking good in District 6. Once again, we have 8 endorsements, the most out of all of the candidates in District 6. I think I raised the most money reported out of all the candidates in District 6. So we're looking out here. We're doing work. We had a great Saturday out here working and meeting people and shaking hands, and they have the same sentiment. Keep your word. Do some work once you get in office. I said, I've been keeping my word all this time, and I ain't going nowhere. So keep your word. Do some work. Crime is a major issue. Blight is a major issue. Sidewalks, street lights, early childhood development, matter transportation, things of that nature. The people
lack of parks.
Yeah, the people are suffering.
They are suffering.
We don't need another politician getting in office just sitting in the seat. And sad to say, the main opponent in our seat with the most name, notoriety, he's gonna get in office and sit in the seat and do nothing if he wins. And he's not going to do a thing because he didn't do a thing when he was in there before.
No, he going to do something. He going to do what the developers want done.
Yeah, he'll sell out. So we don't need we cannot afford another Ford in the seat. And we don't need another Ford in the seat, point blank. I'm not ashamed to say it. I said it to his face. I'm not scared of him or nobody else because at the end of the day, I am a man. I'm going to do what I got to do. And if you have an issue with what I say, that's your problem, not my problem. But Team Clemons, running with the people, Memphis City Council, District 6. Look us up, hit us up, donate to the campaign, help us out. We're here. We ain't going nowhere. We're going to win this thing on October 3rd.
So I think that, you know, you got a great platform. You know, you got a solid reputation coming into this election. I don't think, you know, no matter how they want to try to assassinate whatever, it won't work.
Oh, child, that stuff ain't.
You know, people know us. We've been on this radio show since 2014, and they know exactly, you know, what they're gonna get. They're gonna get somebody that's determined, somebody that's unbothered, somebody unmovable, somebody that's in there to work for the union, the people. You know, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the next phase and what you're going through. I'm enjoying living through this vicariously through you, watching you just have fun, you know.
Oh, it's fun. But it's, you know, the sad thing about it, you see the dirty side of politics, the signs and the damaging of the signs and the phone playing. And I heard some other candidates had their cars damaged and everything. But in the words of Tupac, I ain't no killer. But don't push me. Don't come around here playing with my family. Don't come around here mess with my cars and my house. We're going to have some problems. That's all I got to say.
How your signs doing?
Matter of fact, I had a friend that put a sign up today. You know, people still snatching signs out. We're going to get out here and put some up later on tonight, put some more up, or fix some that's down. But I had a friend that called me and said, I fixed your sign. And I appreciate people doing simple stuff like that. You know, they got out and fixed the sign.
Y'all better leave his signs alone.
It's all good. Hey, signs don't vote. People vote. That's a good thing about it. So you cowards, like I said last time, do what you do because you're a coward. You can't say it to my face. You do it behind my back. You're a coward. So
they'll attack your signs. Leave your signs alone.
Hey, they're cowards. And I meant what I said on the video. Coward. You're a coward. Cowards are people who commit active shooting. Cowards are men who hit women. Cowards are people who just do cowardly things like mess with signs. You're a coward. So, hey, it is what it is.
Where we at? Okay, great.
I'm done talking.
So
these folks are not worth my time.
This is funny. It's so funny.
They can't.
But I mean, that's the dirty side, and that's what we're dealing with. And I guess you must be doing something right. They want to tear your signs down, but they must forgot that we got a media company, so we have more ways to reach people. And since I'm saying media, I just finished working on that September magazine. It should hit the stands around about the 9th because Labor Day gonna push it back a little bit. It's nice. It's good. It's gonna be hot. I'm ready for it. It's nice. Always nice. But TUV magazine September October issue is gonna drop, and we still here. Looking for advertisers, looking for people to feature. We still here. So I have enjoyed the show. I enjoyed talking to Mary Catherine and talking about her experience, and I'm glad they're doing well, and I'm glad I could help.
Bump that Missy. We finna go, man. Bump that new Missy. What that Missy is? Bump that thing.
And don't wait in no line on no Chick-fil-A.
No, it's Popeyes.
Well, yeah, don't go to Chick-fil-A. Boycott. Oh no. This is the Unleashed Boys radio show. This is Gwen and Davian, and we out of here. See y'all next Saturday. Get it, David.
Come up off that lit. Yeah, he wanna get but he cannot get unless he